I have been playing a lot of X-Men Origins Wolverine recently. As you guys may already tell, I'm a very fond collector of action figures myself, most notably being the Marvel Legends figures, or recently just being the Deadpool and Wolverine figures. But while I was collecting for these figures, I did happen to notice something.
Hasbro has never released a wartime Wolverine figure.
So I created my own custom Wolverine figure using only Marvel Legends and G.I. Joe classified parts. But making this thing did come with some challenges. I wanted to make sure I paid a lot of attention to detail when it came to making this figure. In the flashback portions of the game, you'll be playing as Logan, and I'm guessing the Vietnam era of war, fighting alongside the X team, I think is what they call themselves. Logan is most notably wearing his signature white tank top and dog tags, but has some forest camos and tactical gear. Since this was set before Logan went through the Weapon X program and got his adamantium claws, this means I needed his bone claws for this project. So I went and ordered myself a Logan fodder base, I got Killmonger pants, and I got some tactical belts and all that jazz. But here's where the challenges came from. I really needed the bone claws. And how was I gonna get these, you ask? Back in 2021, Hasbro released the Marvel Legends X-Men Origins Wolverine Logan figure, but as an Amazon exclusive. Why am I telling you this? It comes with the bone claws. Also had some different head sculpts and I think like a different like sort of paint job or something like that on some parts. They could be used later. They've also completely just stopped selling this figure altogether, leaving it up to scalpers to sell them to the public. I hate people. So finding this figure for a decent price was probably the biggest challenge of all, with listings pricing them over 80 bucks plus shipping, 100 bucks plus shipping. It was insane. Needless to say, I was not trying to pay the scalper price. I did end up finding one loose on eBay for about 40 bucks, way outside my price range that I wanted to pay for something like this. As I made the order and everything, the very next day, the order just gets canceled. After me just asking him if I could just pay for the hands, the reason why the order was canceled was because it was damaged or lost. There's that. I hate people. I spent days trying to find just this one figure until I went on Mercari the next day. Someone had just made a fresh new listing for it, brand new in box, for $67 plus shipping. I ended up paying $80 after shipping costs just for a figure I needed the hands for. I fucking hate people. Now, the hardest part of all was waiting for everything to arrive. Actually, for a matter of fact, that was not the hardest part of this video. So after kind of editing that whole intro and everything, I kind of realized the process for this thing went completely in the left direction than I entirely anticipated. When I started making this figure, there were some things that I knew going forward. I wasn't really anticipating these certain things being that difficult. I didn't have any footage of me kind of doing the disassembling part of this project. Unfortunately, I did have had Killmonger's disassembled recorded, but I didn't get Logan's, which for the sake of this video, I'm gonna say probably is a good thing. I struggled a lot, needless to say. I'm very glad that I got my fodders for a decent price, because I absolutely destroyed the fucking shit out of this thing. When it came to Killmonger's top part, it was actually somewhat easy. I just kind of followed basic YouTube tutorials on how how to crack a torso. But that just, you know, that just wasn't gonna happen with the Logan. He's got them butterfly joints. Now I know that there are YouTube tutorials out there basically explaining how to actually do that with the butterfly joints, but I am a dumbass and I have to learn things the hard way. So that's exactly what we did here. When it came to disassembling Logan's top half, I was not gentle at all. And in fact, I was actually getting very frustrated because the seams around the sides and everything were just really put together. Like, I can actually show you the final project. Unfortunately, I didn't record any of the real like assembly parts. I recorded trying to dye his pants kind of green, and that didn't really go well either, so I'm not even gonna bother to put it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and spoil the entire thing for you and just go ahead and show you the final product now. This is what we've been talking about this entire video. The one thing, you know, that just, it didn't exist, but now it's here in our hands. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you everything that is wrong with it, what I tried to do, and all that sort of stuff. If we go ahead, look at the back here, I completely, yeah, that whole line right there, like this top part was just, it was completely off the figure. I had to go and like super glue it. This arm doesn't like fully function properly. You have to kind of like force it to get all the way back if you want his little lunge movement going. Then you have to kind of carefully just push it back into place. I actually like kind of tore off the little plastic peg that's supposed to, you know, actually move the arm. So what I did there, I just grabbed like a little tiny screw, and I placed what it looks like epoxy, but it is not. There's like little sticky tack that you can get for like your posters or stuff like that. I used that and super glue, so now, you know, it's pretty seamless. You'd have to really kind of look at it and be like, huh, what happened there, dog? And the reason why there's actually red kind of around the cracks and everything, and it's funny to say that I was actually making another custom figure while also doing this one. I didn't really have a video planned for that, so what I was gonna do was I was just gonna kind of make a little cameo for that other figure. It does have pretty much everything to do with this figure. It's from the same movie. And that figure is Mr. Wade Wilson. This one, I was just really doing this for fun. I didn't want to make a video on it or anything. I was just kind of like, you know, if I have Special Forces Wolverine, then why not have little Special Forces Wade Wilson or Deadpool, you know? We got that whole Deadpool and Wolverine shelf, you know. It's only fair. I've seen a lot of customs for this as well. Majority of people using the Old Man Hawkeye as the base for it, and then just going and picking up like a Ryan Reynolds head sculpt, painting it up and doing all that. I've seen a bunch of different iterations for this guy, so I've only seen 2 for this one. If you guys would like me to, I could try to do a little video on maybe trying to finish Mr. Wade here in the future. I would have to say, if I was gonna do that though, it'd probably take a little bit of time. Right now we're kind of going through a whole, like, we're going through moving processing. All of this, it's gonna be all packed up. It's gonna be in boxes. And if you guys wanted to, I can make another video when we move in and everything. Do like a whole nother like welcome to the Nerd Cave tour again. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to see for future videos. Unfortunately, this room though is this isn't gonna be the Nerd Cave room anymore. Also, if you guys did notice, unlike the utility belt and stuff like that, we are not using the same one. I actually kind of ended up not liking the way that it looked on this figure, so I just kind of went and bought a new one. I think this is from G.I. Joe Classified. I'm not entirely too sure. And them hands, you see them hands, right? I got the bone claws. Other iterations of this like Logan figure, it comes with the dog tags and everything. They're not stationary, and I kind of like I got annoyed of doing, like, you know, trying to move them around and make sure that it looked perfect. I just ended up putting some super glue right here in the middle and kind of just put it there. If I did wanted to go and do some painting, I can just easily take the head off and then just kind of do it like that. So in the future, if I really wanted to go and finish this, I could. And remember what we said earlier about possibly using those different head sculpts? I don't think it's going to be very possible with this one. The little peg thing got stuck in the head. He's able to move around just fine. Like I said, I could probably just get some pliers and just take it out. But I don't want to risk like ruining the plastic or anything like that, because I already fucked this guy up to all hell. I didn't want to do any more destruction towards this guy, okay? He was already fucked up, and I was already worried about having to go and get a whole another base. I had it all like in my cart and everything. I'm like, yep, it's, you know, it's looking like I'm gonna have to redo this. But then one day I kind of picked it back up and then was like, huh, we can probably do something with this. And then, you know, kind of unintentionally just I finished it. The seams right here, you can see where I just plunged a fucking flathead screwdriver into his side. Like I said, I was getting very frustrated on how he was just not wanting to cooperate, and just every part of his torso just did not want to cooperate with me. His belt, I really wanted to make sure his belt was stabilized, because it doesn't entirely fit. So like what I did with the dog tag, I just put a little drop of super glue right here underneath the buckle. So now he's there, he's doing it all, and blah, 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 blah. I ended up using the pouch. I thought the pouch looked really good. I used the gun from that package, and I put that onto Mr. Wade Wilson. Like I said, if you guys want a video on that in the future, just let me know in the comments, and I'll be glad to let you all know what the hell I did to this thing. It wasn't much. It was mainly just painting and getting some scrap parts from other figures and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of all I really have to show you guys, and I think that's actually gonna do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you left a like on this video. Be part of the Cool Man Squad. If you just like my videos in general and just haven't subscribed yet, what the fuck are you doing? Go turn that red button into like a little gray-ish button. Subscribe. I want to see you more. I want to see you more, and I want to see you more. And I'm also talking to you in the back. Yeah, I know you were here.
Don't think I didn't notice you not liking the fucking video.
It's currently Christmas Eve as I'm recording this outro, so if this isn't out by Christmas time, New Year's time, you know, whenever, hope y'all have a Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and any other holidays that I may have missed. Happy holidays, everybody. Take it easy.